Okay. This time I'll call the reorganization meeting of the Piscataway Board of Education to order. And we will begin with the flag salute. Mrs. Pongratz has a flag, and we'll begin with the salute. I pledge allegiance
to the
flag
of the
of
United
the
States
United States of
America,
and to the republic
to the republic
for which it
for which
stands,
it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and
liberty
justice for all.
justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Oliveira. I'm the board secretary. This is the reorganization meeting of the Piscataway Board of Education. I'll be presiding over the beginning portion of the meeting, and I will proceed with reading of the notification announcement. Hereby be it known that the Piscataway Township Board of Education has complied with the notification requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for the announcement of this meeting date and place on December 24th, 2020 in the following manner. Posting of the public notice on the posting board for the Board of Education in the Administration Building. Email notification to the newspaper serving Piscataway, the Home News Tribune, and the Courier News. Email notification filed with the municipal clerk at the municipal building on Hose Lane. Due to the declaration of a public health emergency and state of emergency by the governor of the state of New Jersey, this meeting is being conducted via televideo conference and will be recorded. This recording is not an official record or supplement to the minutes and is intended only as a source of information that the public might utilize at a later date to familiarize themselves with the board's activities. As required by the recently adopted emergency regulation of the Department of Community Affairs, I am confirming that adequate and electronic notice of this meeting have been provided. The regulation also requires that I explain our procedures for public comment. The following will govern our public comment session this evening and going forward until further notice. Comments will be accepted by email addressed to boardmeeting@pway.org up to the start of the public comment session. Audio comments will be allowed as well through our electronic meeting platform. Members of the public are requested to conduct themselves in a civil manner with due regard for the legal and privacy rights of others. While it is not the board's intention to stifle public comment on matters of legitimate concern to the school community, shouting, profanity, or other disruptive behavior will not be permitted. The chair reserves the right to take appropriate action in the event these guidelines are violated, including muting an online speaker's microphone or other interventions as necessary. The next step in our meeting tonight is to swear in the new officers, the newly elected board members. And we will begin with Ms. Chantel Cherry. Ms. Cherry, I'm going to read the oath one line at a time, and I ask that you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Chantel Michelle Cherry.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
I do solemnly affirm.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution in the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will bear true faith, allegiance to the same.
And to the governments established.
And to the governments established.
In the United States and this state.
In the United States and this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I state your name.
I, Chantel Michelle Cherry.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly affirm.
That I possess the qualifications prescribed by law.
That I possess the qualifications prescribed by law.
For the office of member of a Board of Education.
For the office and member of Board of Education.
And that I am not disqualified as a voter.
And that I am not disqualified as a voter.
Pursuant to RS 19:4-1.
Pursuant to RS 15-19-4-1.
Nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense.
Nor disqualified due to a conviction of a crime or offense.
Listed in NJS 18A:12-1.
Listed in NJS. Okay.
18A. 18A:12-1.
18A:1.
And that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly.
That I will faithfully, partially, and unjustly.
perform all of the duties of that office
perform all of the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Ms. Cherry.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Next, we have Mrs. Kimberly Lane. Okay, Mrs. Lane, repeat after me.
Okay.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me, excuse me. I state your name,
I, Kimberly Lane,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States and this state
in the United States and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I state your name,
I, Kimberly Lane,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
for the office of member of Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19:4-1,
pursuant to RS 19:4-1,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense
nor disqualified due to a conviction of a crime or offense
listed in NJS 18A:12-1,
listed in NJS 18A:12-1,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all of the duties of that office
perform all of the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mrs. Lane.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, yay.
Congratulations, Kim.
Thank you, everyone.
And next we have Miss Zoe Scotto. Okay, Miss Scotto, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Zoe Scotto,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States and this state
in the United States and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God. Okay.
I state your name,
I, Zoe Scotto,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
and that I am not disqualified as a voter
pursuant to RS 19:4-1,
pursuant to RS 19:4-1,
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense
nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense
listed in NJS 18A:12-1,
in NJS 18A:12-1,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all of the duties of that office
perform all of the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Ms. Scotto.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you.
Okay. So congratulations to all three board members. We'll now proceed with my presentation of the results for the annual school election, which was held on November 3rd, 2020. The annual school election of the School District of Piscataway in the County of Middlesex was held on November 3rd, 2020. The number of registered voters were 37,876. The number of votes cast were 74,460. The results of the election were as follows, and I'll read the candidate's name and their total votes. Kimberly Lane, 10,611. Parth Desai, 9,348. Linnell Edmundo, 9,513. Thomas Connors, 10,292. Chantel Cherry, 11,197. Zoe Scotto, 10,430. These are the official results of the election. And now with the new members sworn in, I'll take the roll. Ms. Cherry,
Here.
Mr. Fields,
Here.
Mrs. Hobson. Oh, I have to unmute Mrs. Hobson.
I'm here now. I was muted.
Yep. Mr. Johnson,
Present.
Mrs. Lane,
Here.
Mr. Laughlin,
Here.
Mr. Patel,
Here.
Ms. Scotto,
Here.
Ms. Smith.
Here.
All 9 board members are present. Next order of business for the reorganization meeting is the election of a board president. The floor is now open to receive nominations for the office of President of the Board of Education. Any board member would like to nominate someone, please do so at this time.
Shalia Hobson for president.
It's Mr. Fields nominating Mrs. Hobson. Do we have any other nominations? Hearing no additional nominations, the floor is now open for a motion to close nominations.
Motion.
Second.
Mrs. Lane, a second from Mr. Laughlin. All in
Yes.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll now take a vote for the office of the president. There's only one candidate, Mrs. Hobson, but when I call your name, please state the name of the person that you choose to vote for. Ms. Cherry,
I abstain.
Mr. Fields,
Ms. Hobson.
Mrs. Hobson,
Ms. Hobson.
Mr. Johnson,
Abstain.
Mrs. Lane,
Mrs. Hobson.
Mr. Laughlin,
Mrs. Hobson.
Mr. Patel,
Ms. Hobson.
Ms. Scotto,
Abstain.
Ms. Smith,
Ms. Hobson.
Okay. Ms. Shalia Hobson is hereby elected as president of the Piscataway Township Board of Education. Congratulations, Mrs. Hobson.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Ms. Hobson, at this point, I turn over presiding over the meeting to you. And our next order of business is the election of a vice president.
Thank you, David, and thank you for handling the board meeting thus far. I appreciate it. And thank you all for another opportunity to serve as board president and also to serve the students, the faculty, and the community. As we open up the election for vice president, the floor is now open to receive nominations for the office of vice president.
Madam President, I would like to nominate Kimberly Lane for the office of Vice President.
Do I have to second that, David, or is that okay?
You do not, that's okay.
All right, do we have any other nominations? Then I can close it. So
You can ask for a nomination to close the nominations.
can I have a nomination to close the nomination for vice president? Thank you.
Motion.
Mr. Laughlin,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, it'll be the same procedure as when I took the roll for the office of president. When I state your name, please state the name of the nominee. There's one nominee. This is Kimberly Lane. Ms. Cherry,
I abstain.
Mr. Fields,
Ms. Lane?
Mrs. Hobson,
Ms. Lane?
Mr. Johnson,
Abstain.
Mrs. Lane,
Kimberly Lane.
Mr. Laughlin,
Mr. Lane.
Mr. Patel,
Ms. Lane?
Ms. Scotto,
I abstain.
Ms. Smith.
Ms. Lane?
Kimberly Lane is hereby elected as Vice President of the Piscataway Township Board of Education. Congratulations, Mrs. Lane.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone, for your vote. I look forward to serving the community in this new capacity and our students, faculty, and staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. And I'm sure that it will be a pleasure serving with you and an honor to have you as the vice president. Thank you so much. Reorganization resolution. Be it resolved that the following motions identified as items A through E be approved as presented.
I'll
Second,
second that.
any discussion?
No discussion? Can we have a vote?
Ms. Cherry,
Yes.
Mr. Fields,
Yes.
Mrs. Hobson,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Lane,
Yes.
Mr. Laughlin,
Yes.
Mr. Patel,
Yes.
Ms. Scotto,
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Item 9. Be it resolved that the current board committees be reestablished as standing committees with the committee chairperson and members to be appointed by the board presidents prior to the first committee meeting. May I have a motion?
Motion.
You have it, David?
Yes.
Will you take the vote?
Mr. Fields,
Yes.
Mrs. Hobson,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Lane,
Yes.
Mr. Laughlin,
Yes.
Mr. Patel,
Yes.
Ms. Scotto,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Ms. Cherry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and school matters of the community interests. In support of this position, the law establishes a period of public comment at every board meeting. Individuals wishing to speak must state their name and address. Comments are limited to 3 minutes duration, but an individual may speak a second time after all others who wish to speak on the topic have been heard. The board may require that individuals register to speak prior to the beginning of the meeting. Participants may submit written material in support of their position. All statements and/or questions shall be directed to the presiding officer, and no participant may address or question board members individually. All speakers are requested to express themselves in a civil manner. with due respect for the dignity and privacy rights of others whose legal rights may be affected. Please note, while it is not the board's intention to stifle comment on matters of legitimate concern to the school community, the public should be aware that if their statements violate the rights of others under the law governing defamation or invasion of privacy, they may face personal liability to the injured party. If speakers are uncertain of the legal ramifications of their comments, the board urges them to seek guidance beforehand and from their own legal advisor.
This is Dr. Tom Connors. I'm at 10 Stewart Avenue, and I just wanted to congratulate Chantel Cherry and Kimberly Lane for their reelection to the board. And I wanted to congratulate Zoe Scotto for her election to the board. I also just want to wish the entire board and the administration I just want to wish you a lot of success in 2021. You're up against a lot of challenges, and I know you'll all raise to those challenges. So congratulations to the people that got elected, and have a successful year, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, we have Lori Mann, who I recognize as a previous speaker. Ms. Mann?
Good evening, Lori Mann. Can you hear me?
Yes. Nice and clear.
21 Deerfield Avenue.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Curious, are you still planning on moving ahead with opening for February 1st? Because I know some schools are not. I was just wondering. I just trying to make plans. That's all.
Dobson?
Dr. Rinaldi, will you take that?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, our plan is to open in a hybrid model February 1st.
Okay.
You will receive, parents and families will receive information tomorrow regarding the choice that you made back in November for either hybrid learning or all remote, the ability to change that choice and directions how to do so, and other directions. But yeah, we still are planning on coming back in a hybrid manner on February 1st.
Okay. On my son's, on the parent portal, it has a bus stop, like, because he was supposed to take the bus. Is that still going to be that time, or is that possible?
In those directions, you'll see that we'll mail out bus passes, I think, the week of the 25th of January. So everything should be normal, and you'll get a bus pass. The time might be a little altered by a few minutes here or there, but it should be the same location and around the same time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Ms. Hobson, I do not see any other requests for public comment, so you want a motion to close public comment?
May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay, do we have any other remarks, any other comments?
Madam President, I just want to wish everybody Happy New Year. Welcome, Zoe Scotto. Congratulations, board members. Dr. Connors, once again, thank you for your service. Mr. Patel, Natang, thank you for your service as the Vice President for the past year. And Ms. Hobson, congratulations once again. I look forward to serving with you, as well as Ms. Lane as the Vice President.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rinaldi. Thank you. And
Yeah,
I
Madam
want to thank,
President.
just a minute. I'd like to thank Natang for his help and his support during the time he served as Vice President. He was very supportive, and I really do appreciate that. And I'd like to welcome our new board members, the ones that have been on the board before and just have been reelected. Welcome. And my prayer is that we will be going forward, working together and not separate. So prayerfully, we will. And Ms. Gatto, I welcome you. I know we had an orientation, and I welcomed you then, and I welcome you again. If there's anything that I can do to assist you going forward, don't hesitate to call. I certainly will be available.
Thank you, Ms.
And You're welcome. And Kimberly, I'm looking forward to working with you. I know how enthused you are about being on the board and what great work you did while you were on the board. So thank you again for accepting the nomination, and I appreciate having you as the vice president. And once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Tom, for all that you've done and all that you're doing. And Mr. Johnson, you have something?
Yes, I was going to say, I was trying to raise my hand earlier in attempts for us not to speak over. I know that this meeting is generally mere formalities. We move forward, but it's generally customary that we actually read the school board members' code of ethics. Since we didn't do that, did we post it or anything like that?
David, are we planning on doing that for our next meeting?
It's posted in our boardroom. However, obviously our meetings were not present there. Reading of the code of ethics has in the past occurred at this meeting. If the board so desires, that can happen. Otherwise, it'll remain posted in the boardroom. Mr. Johnson, I'm not sure where else you would like it posted.
Well, it's officially in our minutes and on our agenda as well. So it is a matter of
Yeah.
public record that we have approved it.
Okay. Any other questions?
Madam President,
Yes.
I just wanted to welcome everyone back. Happy New Year and congratulate Chantel for her reelection and also Zoe for your new election, your new post. I was the newcomer last year and I was welcomed with open arms and everybody was wonderful. And I hope the same for you. I'll be here for you, whatever questions you might have. It's a very interesting, challenging, but very rewarding and important function to be a board member. And we're here for you and we hope you learn a lot and we look forward to working with you. Congratulations.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. Anyone else? May I have a motion for adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hey, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Everyone, stay safe.
Please stay
Next
safe.
week,
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Work on your background, Calvin.
I'm gonna get something.
Yeah, Calvin.
Take care, everybody.
All right,
All right.
bye-bye.
Bye now.